Hey, good morning. I'm Karen. This is Veronica's Dreams Coaching and Tarot. So, for my regulars, anyone new, you don't know me yet, so I'm not, it's not like I'm not including you. I had a rough day yesterday. And the only reason why I'm even saying something is I feel like sometimes anyone that you watch on YouTube or social media that, it, you think like I don't know. Sometimes there's this portrayal that everything's perfect hunky dory. Well, I just want to tell you it's not. So we all have our shit, and I think it's important to be as real as we can. That's all. Nothing I can't work through, I guess, but just want y'all to know I'm having a tough time too, but I will keep telling you, and I will tell you this every time. Doing these videos help me a ton, so that is one of the main reasons why I do them. It's something I love, and if I can do something I love once a day, then I'm gonna do it. So, I'm gonna use the runic tarot today. We're just gonna take a look at um, current situation, present influence, what we don't see, what to watch for, and either advice. I don't know. Where does it all go, right? Where does it all head to? Let's take a second. What do we need to know today? Okay. Okay. Current situation. Ten of Swords. um, okay. Present influence. I don't like that. Queen of Swords. What we don't see. Five of Wands. What to watch for? Three of Wands. And where does this all lead? I'll keep that quiet. You know, Six of Wands. So, recognition, right? I don't. Oh, this is Six of Pentacles. Sorry. I don't know why I thought it was Six of Wands. I'm going to take a quick gander because perseverance, support and respect, community, growth. So I guess this has something to do with community and growth. And I would say that's just like people that you're working with or being at the point where, there's something that you're able to give back. And so this would just be kind of like the premise of the reading. But there's something that's just come to a complete end. This is like, it's done, it's over. Whatever this is, I feel like the cool thing is, I'll tell you what the outcome is in a minute, but at least it leads to some realization and some spiritual growth. So, but I feel like this is can be kind of hard. The current situation is the Queen of, or the present influence is the Queen of Swords, and that tells me that right now in the present time, this influence is about, I think, having a path, like recognizing that something's over, but the reason why it's over is because you have chosen a path. Like you've kind of got some direction, and the Queen of Swords is very, precise, and she's not like flighty and here nor there. The wands and the cups can be kind of all over the place, whatever their thing is, but I feel like with the Queen of Swords, it's intellectual too, right? So you have put something out there and have said, you know what, this is what I'm going to do. This is where I'm headed. So that means this has to be over. And whatever that is, I mean, that could be a lot of things. Something could be over that's just a thought process that you're going through. I may clarify that a little bit. So the Five of Wands is what we don't see. And I feel like there is this piece of you that feels tied up and it's pissing you off, like it's making you frustrated. And I'm sorry to use that word. I get a little bit, passionate about my readings, but yeah, I feel like I mean, you can look at her face. She's mad. And sometimes when we're held back and we don't feel like it's up to us, it's frustrating. And that's the kind of feeling I get from this card, is that you do want to fight back and you do want to get unstuck. So there is the Eight of Swords being stuck, but that's you being stuck in your head. You're kind of thinking that way, where this is really feeling trapped. I almost get the feeling like, yeah, you're trying to figure that way out because you're not the one doing it. You're not the one like causing yourself to be stuck. And what to watch for is the Three of Wands. Things are happening. And we talked about this. I think we got this yesterday. Things are on their way. Things are happening. We need to watch for those ships coming in. We need to realize that things are in progress, in motion. And I think that's the Six of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Things are happening the way they're supposed to happen. And I think that's going to be important. And I think that this tells me that watch for this. Watch for those shifts coming in. Watch for those opportunities. Sometimes our accomplishments aren't so obvious because they're not these huge accomplishments, right? There's the accomplishment of finishing school. There's the accomplishment of getting a promotion, but there's also baby accomplishments along the way. And sometimes we don't recognize those as baby accomplishments. We just, let them go. And I think that's an important thing, because if you're going through any kind of tough time, those little accomplishments can mean a lot to you. So the Eight of Swords or the Eight of Cups is, the new journey. You're walking away. You're leaving something behind that no longer serves you. And I think that that's the Ten of Swords. And you're saying, you know what? I'm moving on to something better. I just am. I'm done. And I'm getting kind of sad because it's always hard to do that, right? It's always hard to say I'm done, and kind of like what's affected me like recently. So, however, I don't want it to be done because, and there's a whole thing to that, but, and it's, yeah, anyway. So, but if there's something better and it's no longer serving you, then it's no longer serving you. And serving you not in the sense of selfish serving you, but serving for your better good, your higher good, your better self, for your growth, for your all of the good things. I think it's important. And then can we clarify the Ten of Swords? What is this ending? Okay, so there's Five of Pentacles. Maybe it's just not understanding. So we have Five of Pentacles, Two of Swords, and then the Moon. So those are some very unclear cards, right? Maybe that's what's ending, is the unclearness. Like you're going to get the help that you need. A decision is coming to an end, like this decision. Probably you're going to make a decision, which is the Queen of Swords. And the Moon tells us that when I ask what's ending, I feel like you will see the true thing, because the Moon is not the truth, right? Always. It casts shadows. Things aren't always as they appear. And being that that's going to probably end. So the other thing I'm going to ask our tarot deck today is, what is our most important takeaway from the day? What's the most important thing that we need to keep an eye out for? Page of Wands, there's a message coming in, guys. This is important. So the Page of Wands in this deck, and I feel like pages are a lot about messages because, in a lot of decks they are, and I've always felt that way. And depending on the pentacle, or that's not the pentacle. Depending on the suit of the page, depends on the type of pentacle. I feel like this has to do with probably work or passion, or what's passionate to you. I'm going to take a look at it really quick. They're a little different here. I don't feel like it talks about messages as much, but eager to learn, curious, full of potential, take unnecessary risks. I don't think it's that. I feel like it is about, maybe being eager to learn, and maybe it is about taking some risks. But I feel like, so this could be two things. If you've taken any kind of risk lately, like gone out on a limb, to say your piece, or you have Page of Wands. So, or you have, I don't know, like started something new or were curious about something. I feel like you're going to get a message about that. Like there's going to be some kind of response. So I feel like, but I feel like this is the most important thing today is watch for that message. I think it also has to do directly with this. So whatever this message is probably has to do with something progressing, your ship's coming in. So there you have it, peeps. This is the daily reading. I hope you enjoyed it. Please hit the like and subscribe, and I appreciate you all a ton. Thank you.